Hi everyone, welcome to lesson 3 of week 2, Monday the 27th of April. This is the math lesson and we're going to be doing math mentals and finishing off the last BODMAS activities. After math mentals for each one of the lessons this week, you can then hop on Mathletics, and I've sent those passwords and do the set activities for each week. If you'd like to do some extra videos and extra work at the end of math mentals, just let me know. I just did not want to overload you, but I can do double digit multiplication this week and long division next week, or I can save that when we go back into the classroom, which I'm pretty sure will be after week 5. Okay, so if you jump onto Edge Studio and just go down to Math and Math Mental week 2, it's all there, and double click on the Math Mental for this week. All right, the first question is, now you can head up your book. Week 2, put your name at the top, please. Monday, 27th of April, and Math Mental. If you've got these sheets, I sent them all to you yesterday to make sure you've got them if you want to use them in case Edge Studio was down, or you can just head it up with question 1. So for question 1 today, what is the time? I thought we'd all use the same time. So if we could please use this clock. Hope you didn't see the answer then. And so for digital time, we look at the shorthand, the hour hand, and we have to work out which hour that's gone past. So has that gone past 9? Yes. Has it gone past 10 yet? Not yet. It's on its way there. So that's our hour hand first, and then we count round our minutes. So we would have started it from 12 coming round. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and now it's just gone past 50 and it's on to 51. So there's our time there. And then back to here. What's the radius of a circle with a 10 centimeter diameter? So the diameter of a circle means from one side to another, and we know that that diameter is 10 centimeters, so the radius is half of that. So half of 10 centimeters, that's a wiggly line, isn't it? So if you can write that for number 2. Number 3, what's this shape? And that's like a tin can with baked beans or something, isn't it? So that's called a cylinder. And don't forget, cylinder is spelt with a C. Cylinder. All right, for the next one, there's 2 ways we can do that. We can add this as a vertical addition and put it underneath each other. Or what we can do, which is a really quick way to do it, is we can say, 9,500. Take this 500 and put it over here to put this one up to 10,000. And then we just add the 6,000. So that's 10,000, 16,000, sorry. 10,000, 6,000, 16,000. Sorry, I had a moment there. Okay, so the place value of 9. So here, when we do the place value, it only wants to know what the value of 9 is. So we then fill in the other numbers with zeros, and we can see that that's 900,000. For the next one, a bit of algebra. 90 plus b equals this number here. So b must be. So where this equal sign is, we have to think of this like a balancing bar or scales. This side has to be the same as this side. So we can work out 2 times 7 is 14 and then add the 0, so that's 140. So what are we going to add to 90 to balance this out as 140? Well, we first of all have to take that to 100, so that's 10, and then add 40, so b equals 50. Write 1,000,000, 100 and 1,000 as a numeral, and I'll let you guys do that one because we did a lot of million writing last week. So 1,000,000, think of that, that's 1 with 6 zeros, 100 and 1,000 as a numeral. So 18.5 divided by 10. Now don't forget, if we multiply by 10, we jump the 5 that way because there's 1 0, but we're dividing, so this time we jump the 8 to the other side of the decimal. So the answer is 1.85. If a clock shows 6 o'clock, what size of the angle is created by the hands? Don't forget, a full circle is 360 degrees. A circle is split up into 4 parts, each being 90. So if a clock shows 6 o'clock with the hour hand down the bottom and the minute hand at the top, we add those 2 quarters together to make it a half, so that is 190 degrees, sorry. Simplifying 10/15ths, we just find the number that fits inside both numbers. So the number that fits inside both is 5. So how many times does 5 go into 10? And how many times does 5 go into 15? And then write it over there. I'm not going to tell you that. That was too easy. The Roman numeral for M, and I've brought up our Roman numerals, and you can have a quick look at that and find the Roman numeral here. Last week we did C for 100, and we did M for 1,000. And this week we're doing, oh sorry, I just told you, oh well, the M, so what the M is there. Last week we did D for 500 and C, D for 500 and C for 100. Okay, and back up to number 12, so we're doing 7 take away 0.9. So what we need to remember past the decimal is the tenth is made up of 10 parts. So to make this a whole number, we would add 0.1 to this. So we jump it over and turn it into an 8. But this time we're taking 0.9 away. So the first thing we need to do is change the 7 to a 6. So we've taken 0.9 parts away from a whole. So straight away that whole number jumps down to a 6, and all that's left of that 0.9 is 0.1. So the answer is 6.1. In 13, what shapes are similar? So it doesn't matter what size they are, they don't have to be congruent, which means exactly the same size, they just have to be a similar shape. So tell me which shapes are similar. 30% of 50. Now this is a little bit trickier this week because last week we were working on $100, and as we know, a percentage is made up of 100%. So what we need to do this time is we need to take that 30 and multiply it by 50 and put the whole lot over 100. That's our 100%. So we go 3 times 5 is 15. How many zeros do we have? 2. Pop those zeros on the end. Pop all of that over 100. And that's very easy dividing by a friendly number like 100, because there's 2 zeros. Take those 2 zeros off, and the answer is $15. Is 3.7 rounded to 3 or 4? Well, as we know, there's 10 parts to a decimal on the 10th column to make it a whole. So that's gone over, isn't it? So we can round that up to 4. How many 20-cent coins make up $2? Well, how many 20-cent coins do you have in $1? 20, 60, 80, $1. So we double that because there's $2. A regular pentagon has 7 centimeter sides. What's its perimeter? So pentagon is roof house, sides slightly coming in, and then the bottom. Each one of these sides has 7 centimeters, and remember, if we were running around the outside of this, all we do is add them together. So 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. So 7 times 5, and I sent you through the multiplication chart so you can check it on there, but that is 35 centimeters. Okay, 10 and 2/5. So we're multiplying 10 by 2/5. And the way we do that is we pop 10 over 1 and we multiply 2 over 5. So we go 10 times 2 equals 20. 1 times 5 equals 5. That's an improper fraction, so we need to correct that. So how many times does 5 go into 20? And the answer is 4. Then here we have 4 and 0/4 is greater than, remember the alligator's mouth faces the side that's greater, is greater than 4.20. Now, this is where we apply what we were talking about before. This 0 here, to make this greater, we go all the way up to 10. So 4.1 is bigger than 4.0. 4.2 is bigger than 4.1. So in this column we have 0, but in this column we have 2. So is 4.04 greater than 4.2? No, it's not. So that is false. And if a bus is leaving its depot at 9:05 a.m. and arrives at its first destination at 9:17, what's the travelling time? So all we do is we take the greater time of 9:17 and we take away the less time of 9:05. 7 take away 5 is 2. 1 take away 0 is 1. So the answer is 12 minutes. Okay, and that's our Maths Mentals for today. Let's have a look at our BODMAS sheets. And I downloaded that. Oh, when you go in and you have a look at Ed Studio for today, you will see that for the Maths focus down the bottom, we're still doing BODMAS, and there's the little chart there. Don't forget, BODMAS means when you do an equation, you do it in this order. You do brackets first, always brackets. Then it's order of operation, and the first one's division comes first, then multiplication, then addition, then subtraction. They'll have a little crossword sheet here and the answers. You guys can do that one. I'm not going to go over that. But then they have this little sheet here, if you could double click on that, and that's the one we're going to do today, and it has some word problems for us. So with the word problem, instead of just giving us the straight up equation, they're giving us the word problem and we're writing that as a number problem. So the first one is, Bill approached his dad for a new game. He was given $36 when he asked, and $4 pocket money each week for the next 12 weeks. How much money did he save after 12 weeks of saving? So we need to write that as a BODMAS equation so we can work it out. So Bill approached his dad for a new game and he was given $36. But when he asked, he was given another $4 over 12 weeks. So then what we have to do is we have to add that $36 to those 12 weeks where he was given a further $4. So if we work it out like that, that's going to be incorrect. So we need to work out our 12 times 4 first and then add our 36. Right, so I'll let you guys do that. So there's your 36 and you're working out your 12 times 4 and you're adding it to 36, and there's your answer for the first one. Brian has $36 in his wallet. He bought a burger meal for $12 and an ice cream for $4. So how are we going to write that as a BODMAS so that we can figure it out? Well, what we need to do first of all is he's got the total amount of 36, but he then went and bought this and this. So what operation are we using for these two with that one? We're taking away. But we need to work out the total of how much we're taking away first. So we put the total in that he's got, and then we say we're going to take away. And what are we taking away? We're taking away the 12 for the burger plus the $4. So we work out our brackets first, 12 plus 4, and then we take it away from 36. And then Sammy sold lemonade at his school fete. At her school fete. She earned $12 in the morning and $36 in the afternoon. Sammy needed to pay $4 to cover the cost of the lemons. How much money did Sammy have at the end of the day? So she earned $12. Then she earned another 36, so we're going to add those together. And then we're going to take away the $4 to cover the cost, and we're going to pop these in brackets so we know to do that one first, and then we take away the $4. And then the last one, this is one that's been given to us as an equation, and we've been asked to figure this out. So first of all, we know that multiplication in our BODMAS comes first. So we can pop brackets around that first and say 10 times 3. Then what we can do is pop some brackets around these ones. Alright, so 45 take away 5, put brackets around there, then do 10 times 3, and then we can take this number away from this number. And that's it for our BODMAS equations today. What you can do now is hop on to Mathletics and do some Mathletics, and then I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.